Hello everyone, hope everyone is doing well. Today is November 6, 2020 here in New York. It's a nice day. I want to do a short video here because I have a lot in my mind that I want to let out, I want to express, and I want to give my opinion towards these elections that's happening right now. Just want to, before I go there, just want to share with you that my whole life I've been a Democrat. And my parents, my family, Democrats. And when I was first allowed to vote, I voted for Bill Clinton both terms. I voted for Al Gore. I voted for Obama both terms. And I even voted for Hillary Clinton back in 2016. But these last 4 years, I've witnessed and seen so many attacks towards our president, Donald Trump. In the beginning, I was not a fan of Donald Trump as president. You know, I always thought, I thought he was racist, he did this and that, you know. But I've seen a lot of attacks happening to him. A lot. That does not make any sense at all. And these attacks are falling apart, and the truth is coming out. With the Russian collusion, there was a huge investigation towards Trump with the Russian collusion. Years later, the feds that were involved, everybody that was involved in that investigation, destroyed the evidence, laptops, cell phones, destroyed everything. In addition to that, they went out to get liability insurance. I never heard of this type of insurance. I know car insurance, life insurance, health insurance, but this liability insurance is an insurance that if you get sued, your insurance will take care of that lawsuit. So anyways, that's a big question mark right there. The impeachment. The impeachment, he was impeached because of quid pro quo towards the Ukraine president. But the conversation came out publicly, and we all heard the conversation, but Shifty Schiff still went on. Shifty Schiff supposedly had an anonymous witness, but he still went on with it. And what happened? It fell apart. Then you have the COVID-19. The COVID-19 is a delicate situation. I know it is. But it's handled here. It's very shady. Something is terribly wrong. The media says that there's over 200,000 deaths for COVID-19. But then you have third world countries out there that only have like 1,000 deaths, 10,000 deaths. Something is wrong with these numbers. Over 200,000 deaths, COVID-19 here in the United States. Something is very wrong with these numbers. But I'll get to the media in a second. Then you have BLM and you have Antifa. Just want to point it out very seriously. BLM, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, Black lives do matter. 1,000,000% Black lives do matter. All lives matter. But this BLM organization, Antifa organization, is not about Black lives. It's not about that at all. It's an organization that's being funded by the left-wing elites. George Soros is one of the most famous ones. George Soros funded BLM $225 million during the first quarter of 2020. Not $225, not $2,250, $225 million to BLM and the Antifa group. That's a huge question mark, okay? It's not because of a good cause or because I'm doing out of the goodwill. No, $225 million, you're doing it because you need something done. Now BLM and Antifa is out there destroying our cities, destroying our states, looting and rioting, breaking into Nike stores, breaking into Tesla dealers, breaking into Macy's, all this and that. Is that for a cause? No, it's not for a cause. Okay, it's a plan to get rid of Donald Trump. All of this is a plan to get rid of Donald Trump. The COVID-19, the Antifa, all the rioting and everything, all of that is a plan. Every little thing is a plan to get rid of Donald Trump. The media. We're going to the media. Fake news does exist. CNN is the worst of the worst. If you watch CNN, you're literally doing a disservice to yourself. But all these networks, CNN, ABC, NBC, even Fox, they're all lobbied. Telemundo, Univision, they're all lobbied. One owns the other, and they all lobbied. The news, the mass media is informing you what they want you to hear. They are manipulating you. You need to stop listening to that. You need to open your eyes. Think with your mind. Think with your heart. If you're a New Yorker, okay, my New Yorker people, we have these New York instincts, okay? Regardless where you live right now, Japan, California, Florida, South America, wherever you are, a lot of New Yorkers, we have our New York instincts. We know what's shady and we know what's not shady. We know what's dangerous and we know what's not dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And even if you're not from New York, you're a human being. You have a conscience and you know what's right and what's wrong. The media is lying to you. Social media is only trying to allow posts that they want you to hear. Anything that comes out about the truth or whatever it is, they take it down. New York Post just came out with the Biden family news that Hunter Biden has gotten caught. They caught his laptop, is in the feds, and his business partner came to the feds and handed in his cell phone. There's evidence that Hunter Biden is doing business dealings with China, Ukraine, no experience at all. And he's getting a lot of money, a lot of percentage holdings of these companies. And a piece of the pie goes to the Capitan, goes to the big guy. And who's the big guy? Joe Biden. The Biden family are involved in a lot of international schemes. And they're receiving money. The feds know it. The feds have all the evidence. Why aren't they coming out and arresting these people? I will get to that in a minute. These elections that's happening right now. The elections was November 3rd. The polls closed November 3rd. Why are we still counting? Why are we still counting ballots? We're on Friday, November 6th, and we're still counting ballots. Let me tell you why. November 3rd, the polls closed. We had the numbers. Everything was going smooth. Donald Trump won Texas. Biden won California. Biden won New York. Donald Trump won Florida. Everything was going smooth. Mind you, these states have over 10 million people. Everything was going smooth. All of a sudden, the brakes are hit. Now we have to wait for the counts in Michigan. We have to wait for the counts in Wisconsin, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. We have to wait now. So what's happening is that they have the full counts at November 3rd ending. So the November 4th, all of a sudden, they found 138,000 ballots in Michigan, all for Joe Biden. Let me tell you something. This is what's happening. They're adding up the ballots. They're adding up the ballots. They're cheating. They're cheating. It's common sense. Whether it's Democrats doing it or Republicans doing it, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's bad for our democracy. I'm an American. And again, I'm a Democrat. So I do what's best for my country. I vote for who is the best for my country and for us. So what's happening here in these elections is corruption. 100%. This is the most big. This is the biggest corruption that is failing. This is going to be in history books of this country. And nations outside, our enemies, that we know, and you know who our enemies are outside of the United States. They're laughing at us. They're looking at this and like, yo, these guys are killing. These guys are destroying themselves. And it's the truth. Our democracy is being turned down. Now, why do they desperately want to take down Donald Trump? There's a plan going on. There's a plan going on, and there's a plan that needs to be implemented. That, I'm not saying that it needs to be. That they say that it needs to be implemented. But Donald Trump is interfering with that plan. Donald Trump is getting in the middle of it and saying no, 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 no. Okay? We're Americans. Okay? We are free. We don't need to depend on anyone, especially government. We don't need to depend on them. We are free. This is what makes America great. There's a lot of countries out there, unfortunately, that do not have that privilege that we have. But what's happening right now with George Soros as an elite and many others, they're trying to take Trump down because Trump is destroying their plan. You need to see that, ladies and gentlemen. You can do your research, but this is my opinion. This is my belief. The truth will prevail. Now, people ask me, why are you so much for Trump and this and that? I will tell you why. Trump has done so much more than any other president that I have ever witnessed in my lifetime. Trump, prison reform, giving criminals that were indicted, non-felony crimes, giving them a second chance. A lot of them was because of drug consumption or drug selling. A lot of the latest one, this gentleman, I forgot his name, sorry, but the latest one, he was going in jail for, I think, life just for selling drugs. And Obama denied his request, but Trump gave him a second chance. And there's a lot of stories about a lot of people receiving second chance in life. Historic unemployment. Minority groups have the lowest historic unemployment in history of this country right now. A lot of people that were in welfare and food stamps are out of that. Donald Trump is bringing back manufacturer jobs back. You complain about that corporate taxes that are being cut down. That's how it works. If a company comes back from China, it hires 1,000, 5,000 people from that community to work in that company. Right now, these jobs are in China. They're not here in the United States. Then you can't complain. You know, why Chinese people own this, why Chinese people own that, why Chinese people are buying this and that. It's because they have good jobs in China. Mind you, a lot of those companies are American companies and they need to come back to the United States, and he's doing that. Car companies, all that, he's doing that. He's bringing them back and he's bringing jobs back to the United States. And that's the truth. Donald Trump has funded the HBCU, the black colleges and universities. He's funding on them. And because education is very important to everybody. Okay, school choice plans. He's allowing students that are in the ghetto, per se, they're in the ghetto, and the parents don't want them to study there because of, unfortunately, that neighborhood is bad, the school is bad, the education is bad there. So they want to take them to another school. So now Trump approved that you can take your kid and go to another school where the kid can get better education. Obama didn't do that. They didn't do that. And one important thing that I love about Trump is that he puts God first. This country is one nation under God. And this is what Donald Trump said. The Americans do not worship government. We worship God. Donald Trump is trying to bring back God into our civil societies, to our institutions, to the schools. And it's very important. It's not about religion or whatnot. It's about the principle of life. We are God's children. We thank God every day for being alive and to doing what we're doing. Whether you believe it or not, and I get it, there's some other beliefs and I understand that. But God, this country is one nation under God. Okay? Not one nation under government. And that's what's happening right now. I think there is a plan, a new world order, a globalization plan that wants to be implemented. But Donald Trump is not allowing that. He's putting the brakes on that. He's interfering that. And without United States cooperation, the most powerfulest country in the world, that plan will fail. And this is why they're so desperate to get Trump out. Donald Trump is defending us. The media is the one that's promoting hate. The media is the one that's promoting fear. The media is the one that's promoting division. Donald Trump is trying to bring everybody together. Oh, but Donald Trump is racist. Donald Trump is not racist. He denounced racism a long time ago. So many times. He denounced white supremacy. He denounced KKK. He denounced David Duke, supposedly one of the big bosses of the KKK. Oh, but KKK wants to support your vote. I don't need KKK's vote. I don't want KKK's vote. This is back in 2015 he's saying this when he was campaigning. 2016 he said the same thing. 17, 18, 19, and these elections right now he said the same thing. He denounces hate organization. He denounces hate groups, and BLM and Antifa are hate groups. However, the media is brainwashing you, is telling you that Donald Trump is a racist, that Donald Trump, the media is the ones that are dividing you. The media is the one that's promoting hate toward, to you. And that's all the left wing. Unfortunately, it's the left wing. Donald Trump is trying to bring everybody together. We are all one nation under God. And if we are together, if we stick together, the government cannot take over us. If we have unity, if we have peace, and if we have God, the government cannot take over us. The left wing are trying to take down the churches. They're breaking down statues everywhere here and there to erase our history. They're trying to close down churches because of the COVID-19 situation. See, they're using the COVID-19 situation. They're manipulating you. They're promoting fear. They're promoting division again. You know what I'm saying? So this is why I love Donald Trump. And this is why Donald Trump it was meant to be here. God put him here. Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton. Oh my gosh, he beat Hillary Clinton? Now what? We're in trouble. That's right, you are in trouble. Donald Trump is cleaning the White House. And this is why they want him out 2020. For all of this that's happening. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my family, we need to stick together, stay together. Okay? Regardless of what happens, we need to stay together. But what's going to happen? The truth will prevail. God has the last word. Okay, the truth will prevail. A lot of stuff is coming out. A lot of shady stuff is coming out. There's a lot of videos out there that's coming out during these elections, and the truth will prevail. All right, but regardless of what happens, we need to stick together. There's no hate here, and there's no division here, and there's no racism. All right, we're all together. Remember that. All right, peoples.